So we have 3 and 5/8, and we need to add 2 and 1/8. So our answer is 5 and 6/8, because we can combine our eighths, then as this bar is empty, we can ignore it. So that leaves us with 5 whole bars and 6/8 of another bar. But can we simplify this fraction? Well, 5 and 6/8 is the same as 5 and 3/4, because we can simplify 6/8 to 3/4. But now, let's try 4 and 5/6 plus 2 and 5/6. So if we add our wholes, we have 6, and if we add our fractions, we have 5/6 and 5/6, so that's 10/6 altogether. So we have 6 and 10/6. But how can we express 10/6 as a mixed number? Well, we can make one whole, so 10/6 as a mixed number can be written as 1 and 4/6. So rather than 6 plus 10/6, we can write 6 plus 1 and 4/6. So altogether, that's 7 and 4/6. And that makes sense because you can see from our picture that we have 7 whole bars and 4/6 of another bar. But can we simplify our fraction? Yes, we can simplify 7 and 4/6 to 7 and 2/3, because simplifying 4/6 gives us 2/3. So let's recap. To add mixed numbers, we add the whole numbers, then we add the fractions. But if we get an improper fraction after adding the fractions, we need to change it to a mixed number before writing our answer. Then here we simplified the fraction of our mixed number because 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. So pause the video and see if you can follow the same steps to answer 3 and 3/7 plus 1 and 5/7. If we add our whole numbers, we have 4, and if we add our fractions, we have 8/7. So we have 4 and 8/7. So what is 8/7 as a mixed number? Well, we can make one whole, and then we have 1 and 1/7. So to get our answer, we can add 1 and 1/7 to 4, and that gives us 5 and 1/7. So now, what is 4 and 2/5 plus 3 and 3/5? Well, altogether we now have 7 wholes, and then we have 2/5 plus 3/5, so we have 5/5. So we have 7 and 5/5. But if we regroup our fifths, we can make one whole, and then as we have nothing in this fraction bar, we can ignore it. So 7 and 5/5 is the same as 7 and 1, so our answer is 8. So adding mixed numbers can give you a whole number as your answer, if you can regroup the fractions to make one whole, like we did here.